Thank you for your patience and thank you very much for showing up today. I know it's holiday season and it's difficult to get everyone involved, but that's fine. You're going to crack on anyway. This session is going to be recorded, so if you want to rewatch it afterwards, you're more than welcome to go to my YouTube channel, but you're going to receive the link to this session. Right, so today is the Education and AI virtual session, and I'm going to talk about the Essential AI Toolkit for 2026 and the launch of the Education and AI Connect, which is a new series of events online and in person for the education sector. So it's I'm preparing some really cool stuff actually for you guys. I got approval for another venue that I'm gonna deliver one of the events on the 9th of October at Salesforce AI Center, which is really exciting. I have a really nice panel, good panel that I'm going to bring on the day, and I'm going to talk about that towards the end of the session. Feel free to get involved, to ask your questions during the session. I want to make this as interactive as possible. And if not, put your questions in the chat if you want to ask anything. Just do whatever you feel comfortable doing. I know that last time I did a session, if you were here, there were about 20 people online, and I made it more of a presentation kind of thing, and everyone was watching. This time, I'm happy to have a more relaxed conversation, so that's why I want to call it coffee chat and clarity. So that's really for you guys to feel comfortable to make this a chat and interact with me if you want to. If not, no problem. We are just going to make a presentation here. Right. First things first, I just want to talk a little bit about me. And I am Juliana. I have been in this industry for about 18 years in international education, working across all levels of education, from primary, secondary, boarding schools, to all the way to the tertiary level, working for universities and colleges, mainly actually spend most of my time in the higher education side of things. And I also spent quite a few years working as an agent, recruiting students to institutions abroad. I had my own agency actually back in 2010, so that was a while ago. And now I specialize in AI adoption, training, and literacy for the education sector. I had a lot of involvement in EdTech as well over the years, and now my thing is all about AI automation and implementation. Okay, enough about me. Let's talk a little bit about why all these matters right now. 78% of UK professionals use Gen AI weekly, but only 24% have any formal training. That's crazy. We need more people. We need more people trained to feel confident, to feel secure about using AI in their work. So that's just one fact, one figure I'm going to show you today. But as we move things forward for the next sessions, I'm going to show you more stats. I love data, but I don't want to bore people with a lot of data, a lot of numbers all the time. So I try to keep a good balance of good data, good facts and figures, and useful information you can actually use at work on your daily basis, on a daily basis, right? And everything I do, everything I share is relevant for the education sector. Because one problem that I notice with webinars, seminars, workshops in general is that lots of AI experts, AI specialists, they talk about AI, don't get me wrong, they're probably good at what they do, but they talk about things that don't necessarily fit a specific industry. They don't fit the reality of professionals in a specific industry. That's why I decided to create this hub where I talk about AI specifically for the education sector, for education professionals. So everything I say, everything I do is always going to be thinking about the education sector and the reality that we are experiencing every day. Okay? Right, so the next thing I want to talk about here is the Essential Toolkit for 2026. 4 categories: multimodal chatbots, ChatGPT, of course, all of us know this well. Then we have Claude, we have Gemini, we have Copilot, we have DeepSeek, Manus, and Perplexity. So first question for those who would like to share. Which one is your favorite on the first category, the chatbot?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, yeah. Oh, lovely, lovely. I mean, I knew that that answer was gonna come, right? Is the all singing, all dancing, is probably the most popular one because, well, when they come out in 2021,
Hmm.
they were probably the first ones out of the list here. But does anyone else use anything different that you would like to share? ChatGPT, of course.
I started with Gemini, I moved to ChatGPT, and I'm kind of still staying with ChatGPT now, Juliana.
Oh yeah, Andrew. Yeah, so you are kind of between ChatGPT and Gemini,
Mhm.
but do you feel any difference between them? Like in terms of like a clear division? Like, oh, this is ChatGPT for me, and this kind of task I only use in Gemini or something like that. Have you seen that clear
I-
difference between them?
It's more of a feel, to be honest. I don't know for sure. I'm using it every. I'm using ChatGPT pretty much every day. Um, so um, I feel like ChatGPT's answers are more thorough and more informed, but I don't know what I'm basing that on, to be honest. It's We also use we're a homestay agency in London, so we do some photo editing, for example, for some of our homestays, and the quality of the editing on ChatGPT seems to be better than Gemini. So yeah, I'm by far from an expert, but my feel is that ChatGPT is more suitable for us at the moment.
Yeah, that's a very good insight, Andrew. Thank you. I do have a comment to make on that, but before I do, does anyone else want to share anything?
I tried Claude and I've actually subscribed to Claude as well. And
Yeah.
I just can't get, I don't, because there was a big hype that it was much better. And I would tried it and it didn't, I don't think it was better than me. It thought for far too long. And then even after having a lot of thinking time, it still wasn't as good as my old friend ChatGPT. So I went back.
Oh, interesting. That actually makes me think about like it gives me an idea like, because on the 3rd of September, right?
Mm.
Just so you guys know, for everyone who is on the call, I have an in-person event at Barclays Innovation Hub. So if you're based in London and if you'd like to come and if you can come to that
Mm.
event, we are gonna have a full presentation and demo on Claude. And I'm going to show you everything that Claude can do. So if you
That would be
can't
good.
get your head around it, or if you're struggling a little bit to understand, that event is going to be perfect. However, if for whatever reason you can't make the in-person event, what I'm thinking of doing, and perhaps it would be nice to have your insights here, guys, is whether you want a session specifically on Claude, because Claude is a beast and I would love to show you everything that Claude can do. It's obviously much better in person, but if you want an online session, let me know, and
Hmm.
I can actually dedicate the next session to Claude. But let me know if that's
That
something of
would be
interest.
great. That would be
Yeah,
good. Yeah, Claude. Yeah.
What
Claude,
date is the
cool.
meeting, Juliana, in London?
Is on the 3rd of September, 5
3rd.
to 8 o'clock. So it's after hours. It's like an evening reception, and it's at Barclays Innovation Hub in Shoreditch.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to my Luma calendar, I'm gonna talk about this at the end of the session. So if you just want to stay with me until the end, I'll show you the full calendar and you can see the links and everything. If you want to subscribe, it's free. So everyone is welcome. It's the launch actually of the Education and AI Connect. So yeah, so if you're based in London or if you're going to be attending Alpha UK, you're more than welcome to attend that event, but I'll share that in a minute. Right, so specific task tools, we have Synthesia, which is developed actually by a researcher from UCL, and I was with her yesterday. I was at Google headquarters in a session delivered by Barclays and Google, and I had the pleasure to meet her in person. It was my first time, my first opportunity to meet her. So she's is a very good platform. There's a lots of eyes are on Synthesia at the moment, as well as 11 Labs is another platform that does voice agents, and now they have the image and video capabilities as well. So I definitely recommend you guys have a look at those platforms because they are very good and there is a lot of investment going on on those platforms. So they are growing and developing and becoming better and better every day. Gamma is a platform for slide deck presentation. And what I love about Gamma is the fact that they generate everything automatically. So you just basically give it a prompt and it generates the whole deck for you with images, with content. You can give it your full content as well, and Gamma structures it and generates the slide deck for you. And you can export it to slide deck to PowerPoint, Google Slides, or you can export in PDF as well. Canva, this presentation that you were watching was made on Canva. It's also very good and is always evolving, always getting better. Otter is a meeting note taker, but there's lots of meeting note takers out there. MeetGeek does a good job as well. Granola does a good job. If you live in London, you probably have seen the Tube ads about Granola. Granola is sponsoring lots of the ads on YouTube on the Tube. Softwares with AI capabilities like HubSpot, Salesforce, Zoho, Odoo, Notion, Slack, all of them have AI embedded. And you can definitely use these kind of platforms with the AI tools already there inside the platform. Automation and connecting existing tools. Cloud Cowork does an amazing job in terms of connecting and gluing, operating basically inside your infrastructure, your ecosystem. But Make, in my opinion, is the best one. When you want to look at your infrastructure, whatever you already have at work in your ecosystem, Make takes all these tools that you already have, that you already work with, and it glues the pieces together. Because one problem that we see in many industry and in the education sector, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, is that institutions, schools, summer schools, language schools, universities, all of them have all the systems, all these tools, and they don't speak to each other. So what Make does, and Zapier does the same thing, it glues everything together so it operates as one system. And on the 7th of September, in fact, I do have a boardroom style meeting to talk about Make and how it can resolve this issue with disconnected systems and systems that don't speak to each other. Right. Which chatbot is the best? I get this question almost every day, and I love this question because I love to answer it. But the answer is usually the type of answer that people normally hate to hear, which is it depends. It depends on your goals and your current setting. So if you are operating on Google Workspace, Gemini is already there. If you are on Microsoft Outlook Workspace, Copilot is already there. Yeah, so that's the best option. Now, if you want something that is multi-purpose and a bit of everything, or singing or dancing, as you guys already know, ChatGPT is probably the best option. Then we have Claude for strong content and workflows, which is the case with the chat and with the co-work functionality. And again, I'll probably do a session just to talk about Claude because there's so much that we can talk about when it comes to Claude. Now, when it comes to creative, Gemini is the best. Now, there is something I need to show you, and because we are kind of running out of time already, I'm going to skip one of these slides here, and I'm going straight to define the output. So the first tip of the day, define the output you want. What is it? Is it a text? Is it an image? Is it a video? Is it music? Is it audio? An app or an interface? So what is the output that you want? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. And then you decide the best platform to use. For text, all of them can do it pretty much. Image, my favorite out of all at the moment, and that can change in a few days, in a few weeks, right? Is Gemini Nano Banana. It can create amazing pictures, and if you want to use yourself as the subject, as the object of the picture, it does amazingly well at the moment as well. Video, again, Gemini Veo creates good videos. If you want the free tier, if you want the free option, Notebook LM, which is owned by Google, can create really good videos. You cannot use yourself as the subject, but you can create tutorial videos, you can create institutional videos. and all-purpose type of videos as well. And it does it for free at the moment. Music, Gemini can do it. Can you believe it? And it does it well. I'll show you that in a minute. Notebook LM creates podcasts and audios if you want to generate it out of specific sources. For example, you have a book or you have a set of policies that you need to read that has like 20, 30, 40 different pages. You can create a podcast out of it, and it does it interactive. It makes it nicer for you to learn about whatever document you're trying to read. Then Apple interface, my go-to at the moment is Lovable because it does it amazingly well. And you can give it a prompt and create a full working app. Gemini can do that as well, and I'm going to show you in the next slide. So let's make it a bit more fun with the text here. We have the prompt. Let's say that you give the prompt to your LLM, and you were talking to a multimodal LLM like Gemini. What does it mean to be a multimodal? It's a model that can generate lots of different outputs. It can generate text, it can generate images, it can generate videos, it can generate music, whatever that is. So the expectation is you ask, give me the best route, the best possible route to get to that meeting 10 times faster, otherwise I'm going to be late. So you are in the middle of your commute to work, you have to be there for a meeting, and you're probably going to be late, and you ask the LLM, oh, give me the best route, the best shortcut, whatever that is. What's the expectation? They're saying, oh, okay, so you are in this place, you want to get to this place, so take the next train to X, exit towards Y, turn right on street X, turn left, da-da-da. That's the expectation, right? But let's say that you forgot to update the mode you want. So you forgot you left the mode on image, so create the image. So you gave the prompt and you left the image mode on by accident. Remember, they can make mistakes. LLMs can always make mistakes. So you give the image mode and you press send, but you don't realize it. Yeah, the AI output is probably going to say no more. And here we go. So it's going to give you an image of you trying to fly to work, right? And that's actually true. I actually got this image. It's a real one, right? Now, let's say that you left the video mode on by accident and you gave it that prompt. You're probably going to get a video like this. Not sure if you can hear it, but there is sound as well. Yeah, that's an actual video made with Gemini, right? And I love it. So like, it's just a prompt and it gives it a video just like that. Now, I hope you can hear, because there is music here now. Can you hear it?
Yeah, yes.
So this was a music, that was a song file created out of that prompt. Okay, so are you ready to hear it? Let's
Ask the AI for the fastest way to get there. Now the whole sky is my new corner office chair. Typing out an email at terminal velocity. Finding a strange calm in all this bright blue chaos. Yeah, finding a pleasant rhythm in the free fall. The best commute of them all.
Funny.
Here we go. So you can create a song with a prompt, right? So when you are talking to multimodal LLMs, like Gemini, which is my favorite, you can generate things like this. You can generate, out of the same prompt, you have here an image, a video, and a song based on the same story that I created here. And that's not all. That's not the end. Let's go to the next one. Unfortunately, we are probably not going to have time to listen to everything, but I have a podcast as well. Let me do this at the end, actually. I also create an app, which is an interface on Canva using Gemini on how to misinterpret prompts, and then it generates all these assets automatically. So it creates an app for me. Here's the app. If you can still see it, I hope you can. You
Yes.
give the prompt here,
Mm.
and this is a AI misinterpretation machine. You give the prompt, and you allow your app to misinterpret what you just wrote. And it's going to generate lots of misinterpreted assets. I'll show in a second. It's going to take a minute, but should work.
So, Juliana, when you say
Yeah.
this is an app, do you mean it's on the App Store and you can put it on your phone?
Yes, but it won't let you do it from the LLM itself. You need to use Google AI Studio, or for example, if you use Lovable Ella, which I know you do, you can do it from Lovable. But what you can do here is create the prototype, copy the code, push it to Lovable, and from Lovable, yes, you can do the App Store thing, because Lovable is going to do all the security checks, and it's going to give you the domain and all that.
And that all costs money, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So in order, because I've been using Lovable and I'm having a play around and done a couple of web pages and things, but as soon as you want that to go live, then you need to have, then it costs.
Yeah, exactly. So up until the prototype stage, you can do quite a lot for free, especially with Gemini, because what I love about the Google workspace is that they are very generous in terms of credits.
Right.
Yeah, they have very good packages when it comes to
And
allowing you to
you
create.
think Gemini is better than ChatGPT and Claude? You're all for that one.
For most of the things I create, yes, because the creative AI suite of Gemini is the best one. Like the videos, the audio, the music, they are unbeatable.
And they all link into Gmail and stuff.
Yes, for the workspace in terms of on day-to-day tasks, calendar, emails, managing the task board. Yes, that's mainly for Gmail users.
Okay.
All right. So guys, we are moving towards the end now. And what I wanted to show you is the Education and AI Connect information. This is a series of online and in-person events, for now only in London. Bear with me as I expand to other locations, but for now, the events that I have confirmed are all based in London. And you can go directly to this link, edusolve.ai, or you can scan this QR code if you prefer to use it on your phone. And here's just summary of the sessions that I have already confirmed. So on the 9th of July, next week, I have another virtual session like this, and that's focused on the academic side of technology. We are going to talk to EdTech experts about lesson planning and preparation for primary, secondary school levels, and for language schools as well, for English language schools. And we are going to focus more on the academic side of things and how the teachers can benefit from AI in the classroom. Then we have another one on the 20th of August, is a virtual session, and she's a researcher, an award-winning researcher from Queen Mary University of London. She created a platform that uses AI to manage the marks, assessment and marks for dissertations and all the assessments from the students. It's a lovely platform as well. She won awards from Google, from the university itself, directed from the president. She's smashing it. She's very good. Then we have the 3rd of September in-person event at Barclays Innovation Hub. And we're going to do a demonstration on AI for sales and marketing, from prompt to pipeline. So we're going to show the whole live demos and a presentation about Claude as a tool, as an ecosystem tool for you to use for the school or for the university that you work for. And the 7th of September, we have a boardroom style event for to show make and how your tools can be glued into each other and operate as one unified brain or one unified system, if you like. And then on the 19th of September, I have a session on AI video creation, which is very similar to the video you've seen here today, but of course, with a storyline, with the tools and how you make them. You can use yourself as the subject if you want. You don't have to, but you can simply create a video about your school, about your campus, your university. It's not in this calendar yet, but there is another event on the 9th of October at Salesforce AI Center. It's going to be published and live very soon. But before that, after that, I have my big workshop, which is a full day experience on the 29th of October. And Ella, one of our participants here, she's going to be in the panel as well. So we are very much looking forward to that event. Right, any questions, guys, before we close?